Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Real Sports Updates here. Back again with another video. So you guys see the title, you see the thumbnail. Let's jump into it. Trey Pipkins has officially won the right tackle position, the starting right tackle position. And he won the position fair and square. And congratulations to him. So I kind of wanted to just cover this a little bit. You know, I want to be fair on this channel, right? This is a channel where I am completely honest. I try to tell the truth from both sides. If a player is not playing well, I have no issues criticizing the player. But, you know, if the player does, step up to the plate and, shows improvement and all that stuff, I kind of want to give the guy his flowers as well, too. So this is not a negativity channel. This is also not a channel where I just go and, just praise guys profusively just because I like them. All of this is based in meritocracy, right? What are guys doing? Are you playing well? Are you not playing well? And that's pretty much how I form my opinion. So as far as Trey Pipkins goes, he's a guy that I have criticized in the past, but I want to congratulate him for securing the right tackle position. Now, and I've consistently said in other videos, right? You don't have to be Trey Pipkins. We don't need Trey Pipkins to be, a Hall of Fame type of right tackle, right? He just has to be a guy that is able to hold his own, right? Keep Justin Herbert upright, and then everything should pretty much roll smoothly after that. So that's pretty much what Trey Pipkins did this preseason / training camp. There wasn't a whole lot of praise that was heaped on him. There wasn't a lot of guys who were really, talking about what Trey Pipkins was doing, but he was doing his job and he was doing what he had to do, right? He wasn't flashy with it. He wasn't, all amazing and everything, but he did what he had to do and he won the right tackle position. So he does deserve credit for that. And, I hopefully this really parlays, for him to get a lot of success, this season, and for him to get comfortable in his position. And the number one reason I think he can is because he has a clean slate with Brandon Staley. He has a clean slate with Joe Lombardi, right? This is a different offense. Trey Pipkins has been a guy he struggled. He's been very off and on with the Chargers since he was drafted. But, those old performances, under other, offensive, the Shane Steichens, the Ken Wisenhunts, all of that stuff is pretty much water under the bridge at this point. I think he's a guy, he has a clean slate now. He didn't get a lot of reps last year. He didn't even get enough reps for a Pro Football Focus score just because he didn't play enough. So I think in this offense, he has a very clean slate. He hasn't put anything bad on tape yet, for this Joe Lombardi iteration of the Chargers offense. He hasn't done anything that is, questionable or anything like that. So he has a clean slate. And I do feel like as far as confidence goes, I feel like that can really, really help him, right? Because, if he is, playing in the same type of offense as the Ken Wisenhunt offense, the same type of Shane Steichen offense, right? If he's playing in that same type of offense, doing the same type of things, the game is very mental, right? And, there might be some things that he could, look back to and say, I didn't do this very well, and it could, affect his confidence going forward. But this is a completely different offense. So this is a clean slate for him. And I think he has a chance to really solidify himself at that right tackle position. He won the position fair and square. He had a couple of bad days in camp, but it's a part of the camp experience, right? You're not going to go out there and ball every single day, right? There's things that happen. You might not be feeling the greatest, right? You could be sore. There's a lot of things that could be happening going on. So I don't really take too much away from him from that. But I do think that this clean slate will help him mentally, and I think that he really does have a chance to solidify himself at that right tackle position. So I am very excited for him, and like I said, hopefully he can parlay this into success this season. Storm Norton will be the swing tackle coming into the season, and I think that's the right decision. Storm Norton is a guy, he played well in the preseason as well, too. It's kind of the same thing. His performance kind of mirrored Trey Pipkins. You really didn't hear a whole lot about him. You didn't hear a whole lot good or bad, but he did what he had to do, right? In practice, he did what he had to do. The limited time that he got in some of the preseason games, he did what he had to do, right? He went out there and played as well as he could, and he had some success. So I think he is a guy. He's obviously ready, to pick up any slack that might be left over. But this is the right position. I think the Chargers got this right. Trey Pipkins 1, Storm Norton 2. And then Storm Norton can help out as well, too, at the left tackle position if anything were to happen there. So this is the right position to be in, and I think they got this right. I think these guys kind of, I think they kind of knew what their roles were going to be a week and a half after camp started. You see Trey Pipkins, getting way more reps with the ones. So I think they got this right. The Chargers got this right. But, hopefully the consistency is there. And I think that is just the key, the consistency. Throughout 17 games, a 17-game regular season, the consistency, right? And every game is not going to be perfect. He's going to give up some pressures. He might give up a sack and a sack or two here and there. But if he can just limit that stuff, right? Just limit the bad stuff. Do not let one play dictate the entire game, right? If you give up a sack in the first quarter, don't let it dictate what you do in the fourth quarter, right? Be able to focus, be able to have your head in the game, and just be able to lock in to be the best that you can be, because, there's a lot of good edge rushers in this league now. And, the as far as, pressure and stuff goes, it happens to every quarterback. So I don't think, he should really, predicate his success on that. Just be better every single play. And I think if he has that mindset going in, I think he can have a very, very successful season for the Chargers at the right tackle. And I'm hoping that his training with Rashawn Slater all off season really does help him get into that mindset, because Rashawn Slater is a guy you can tell just by the way that he plays. You can tell in his mannerisms. You can tell in his body language. He is a guy. He plays to the whistle, moves on, and then goes on to the next play. He has that mindset. So hopefully that has really rubbed off on Trey Pipkins. He worked with Rashawn Slater and his trainer, for a good portion of the offseason. That was definitely a huge thing for him. And I think the Chargers looked at him and said, okay, this guy is really wanting to get serious. He's really serious about getting better. So obviously that helped the Chargers a whole lot. And it helped Trey Pipkins a whole lot as well, too. It helped him really, be taken seriously, a lot more seriously, in the eyes of Tom Telesco, Brandon Staley, Joe Lombardi. Those guys are looking at him and saying he is committed to getting better. And as long as he has that mindset, that's something that you can work with. So, again, the Chargers don't need a Pro Bowl season out of Trey Pipkins. They don't need an all-pro season out of Trey Pipkins. I mean, it would be nice if that happened, right? Obviously, it would be nice, but they don't need it. That's not what's needed. You just need a guy to go out there, do his job, and be a integral part of the offensive line. Be able to gel with the other four guys, right? Be on the same page. Just be able to provide the protection that Justin Herbert needs, and just be aggressive and disciplined in the run game as well, too. So if they are able to put that together, all five guys in the offensive line, I think this offense is going to be really good. The offense looked really good. We've seen guys, Josh Palmer's. We've seen some good stuff from Josh Kelly, Xander Horvath. So we've seen some guys on offense have some good reps in this preseason. And, I'm excited to see how this offense really gels coming into week one. And, I think we'll be looking at this and saying that the Chargers made the right decision here. So, again, I want to be fair. I've taken shots at Trey Pipkins for, the stuff that he hasn't done, but it looks like he's done everything and he's earned this position that he's in right now. So definitely congratulations to him. And I just wanted to come on here and, give the guy his flowers, right? Now, obviously, we got the season to get through and all of that stuff, but he's earned this position to be in right now. He's earned it. He's number one right tackle on this roster, and he's earned it. So I like it. I definitely like it. But that's all I got for this video, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out as well, too. I'll be back tomorrow with much more content. We're going to be getting into some of the potential roster cuts. There might be some that happen pretty soon. As of this recording, I don't think any of them have happened yet, but we're going to get down to that deadline on Tuesday. So I will definitely be covering as many of those as I can. And, we'll see what happens going forward. But as for this video, that's it. That's all I got. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for all the support. And until next time.